Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to the daily crypto news and analysis, and today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys, could please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate it. And also, if you guys do find any of the information in this video valuable, useful, or interesting in any sort of way throughout the entire video, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on to never miss a future update. Now, let's address real quick Bitcoin's price movement. We are now sitting at almost 38K. We are almost breaking above the points where I want to be, which is back into the 40K mark. Now, of course, my main target is 44K to really kind of break over that major resistance point, but everything is looking fairly good for the end of this weekend into Monday, which we do know Monday is the monthly candle close. I want you all to pay attention to this Sunday and Monday, as I do think that things are going to get very, very interesting very fast. So, of course, with that in mind, I do want to address a few things talking about XRP and Ripple, of course. Yes, this is a major warning because I do think a lot of people right now are kind of losing the vision here. Yes, the price action lately has not been good. I've seen a few people, specifically one individual that bought XRP at around 11 cents going back to like 2017 or so. And, he held through the $3.84 and he held all the way to the bottom for the SEC lawsuit. And now he's saying, things are a little bit disappointing. I just want you all to understand that don't look at it in, terms of like how long have I been holding? What is going on with this? Like, when we're talking about an asset like XRP, like I really don't see the reasoning behind being concerned or worried. Like, I said this yesterday on Twitter, right? And I said Ripple and XRP are being integrated with 100 to 1,000 plus financial clients, including major banks, financial institutions, etc., in one simultaneous plug and play action. Perfect examples of this are Volante/Finastra. This is why it won't take years. It'll take days for true value to be unlocked. Now, yesterday I told you guys about Volante. I talked to you guys specifically about how they are connecting massive giants to XRP in a plug and play fashion. This is going to be an instantaneous, pretty much plug and play action. It's not going to take days. It's not going to take months. It's not going to take years. Most likely, once this is implemented, those clients will be utilizing Ripple technology. And when I say XRP, they'll most likely be utilizing XRP for the most efficient cross-border payment structure possible. Now, before we fully jump into this, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about the lawsuit because we've seen a major breakthrough. So yesterday, we seen Johnny Dean pretty much quote this tweet and saying, "Great job as always, XRP community. All Ripple and XRP holders have to do is meet the standard that Nancy Wohitas, I hope that I said that name right, who was present at the Ether Free Pass meetings with the SEC, articulated. If a project can show it's slightly more decentralized than Ethereum, you're not a security." And we do see Jay Clayton speaking on 9/19/18. Bill Hinman recently outlined the approach we take to evaluate whether a digital asset is a security. Wait, what? I thought it was his opinion. Boom. Mic drop. Now, before I play this, I actually want to show you guys this tweet actually from Crypto Airy, where it says, "Fact, the SEC website changed the remarks translation of the Clinton speech." Listen closely to this. Let me make sure that everything is set up so that you guys can hear. 1 second. So there we go. And let's listen.
I'm on the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission website. These are the remarks on the capital formation at the Nashville 3686 Entrepreneurship Festival, where Chairman Jay Clayton spoke in Nashville, Tennessee on August 29, 2018. You can see when I come down here, we have the speech that he gave in his keynote translated. Bill Hinman recently outlined the approach staff takes to evaluate whether a digital asset is a security, and I encourage you to take a look at Bill's speech. I want to show you that this was not translated correctly, and I think it was translated this way on purpose because here is exactly what he said.
Bill Hinman recently outlined the approach we take to evaluate whether a digital asset is a security. And I encourage you to take a look at Bill's speech, which is available on our website. The approach we take.
And that's exactly the problem with this SEC lawsuit. Okay? When we go back to this tweet, we know exactly what he said. Bill Hinman recently outlined the approach that we take to evaluate whether a digital asset is a security. They changed this because they know that this is detrimental to the case. This is why you need to pay attention to the corruption going on behind this SEC lawsuit. Do not lose faith. Do not lose the vision, because guess what? Ripple said themselves, they're not slowing down. In fact, Ripple posted this earlier, yesterday. Okay? Last year showed continued maturation. So basically, overall, when we're talking about crypto, right? 2021 has seen massive growth for crypto. But now, when we're talking about 2022, they are predicting that multi-chain interoperability, explosive growth in crypto payments, and new pressure to refine the NFT infrastructure is in store for us. And they are talking about this, in depth on pretty much the year to really kind of see crypto grow to massive heights because of, one, CBDCs, regulation policies, regulatory overall, deepening policies on a lot of the DeFi space and stuff like that, which we're going to be talking about here shortly as well. But of course, explosive growth in crypto payments. We're seeing, world's domestic and even cross-border payment systems are getting really, adopted in at massive rates. This was, exacerbated as remittances to low and middle income nations roared back to growth in 2021, putting pressure on inefficient cross-border payment systems. And of course, they are mentioning the APAC and MENA areas where we really kind of are making some major moves, which we've discussed multiple times on this channel. And of course, they are talking about the Ripple Net's on-demand liquidity solution as well, becoming, a big, leader for greater growth. And then, of course, while remittances continue to be key use cases, we could expect other applications to rise to the fore, such as trade flow or even treasury management. So we're going to see still some major, involvement in that area. Excuse me. And of course, NFTs go mainstream, right? We've been seeing NFTs, booming like crazy. It's ridiculous. But of course, with NFT adoption, guess who also is making their, way throughout the entire NFT scene as well? That's right, XRP. The key to NFT longevity will be creating a seamless user experience for mainstream consumers and retailers alike. There's no doubt innovation in this space will flourish, but in order for NFT companies to be successful, the infrastructure must support consumer and creator demand. That's why when we're talking about the XRP ledger, it is such a huge, detrimental, pretty much move for, Ripple to really kind of step into the the NFT scene, utilizing XRP's overall efficiencies. And of course, they're talking about regulations, a multi-chain future. Like, in my opinion, we're going to see major updates in 2022. Like we do see here, overlapping efforts from regulators, central banks, traditional financial institutions, and crypto innovators will all build on the past year as an inflection point that will push the industry forward. This year is going to be huge. I really don't see how it won't be. And of course, when we're talking about everything that's been happening with digitization, we even see here, it's pretty obvious that the digital yuan is part of China's global expansion plan. Start off domestic, then it will pretty much be possible to avoid using SWIFT and thus avoid U.S. sanctions. Of course, we're seeing here the ECNY could also be used to navigate international transactions around payment systems and networks that can be shut off due to Chinese financial institutions serving U.S. sanctioned entities. When we're talking about what's happening, the U.S. is essentially utilizing SWIFT as, a financial, blackmailing system. They're pushing inflation higher and higher, and all these other countries are suffering because of this, and we're seeing a lot of, problems occurring even over in Russia. We've discussed this, when we're talking about the downfall of SWIFT. This is pretty much what that is. Pretty much losing the race to digitization. Now, of course, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about this. So, Going back to the initial tweet that I showed you from myself, being integrated with 100 to 1,000 plus financial clients, including major banks, all of these individuals, in a simultaneous instant plug-and-play action. That is exactly what this Fusion total messaging system is. Manage cross-border payments easier with RippleNet. Okay? When we're talking about this, global banks and corporations manage millions of payment messaging, messages in message warehouses around the world. RippleNet via Fusion Total Messaging allows, existing bank systems to route payments efficiently, leveraging instant settlement to transact in seconds instead of days. They are not achieving this without XRP. I want you to all understand that right now. We've already seen this. Best part about it is that all their clients will be leveraging this. And when we're talking about, first off, let's go to their About page. So I told you guys a little bit about their overall company, right? I discussed this to you. I've talked to you guys about how huge this actually is. But look at this, right? 8.6 thousand customers from global banks to credit unions, all utilizing that XRP/RippleNet product. This is all instant payments, cross-border payments specifically. We know that this market is a $155 trillion market. And Finastra is seeing this. They're tapping Ripple to power blockchain payments. This goes back to 2019. Okay? And of course, to allow banking customers to access RippleNet, its worldwide blockchain payments network. And of course, we do see here this partnership will enable Ripple to expand the reach and solutions to our partners and the footprint of RippleNet while allowing customers to transact directly with each other. This is going to be huge. Okay? And of course, we're seeing here collaborating with a company like Ripple that harnesses innovative blockchain technology to provide fast and reliable cross-border payments is particularly beneficial for our customers in geographies where the cost of correspondent banking is high. All right? So, when we're talking about this, right, this is all a simultaneous connection. This is all being connected on a real-time basis. This is going to be instant, and it's going to connect to those 8,000 plus clients. And these clients are not small. I mean, these are huge banks. These are 8,600 plus customers, from banks to credit unions to even more. And I just want you to all understand that, Ripple might not be the only app, because we are seeing, over 160 fintech apps connected. But what is the most efficient app that is connected? That's what you need to look at. Is there anything else that is connecting these major financial institutions like Ripple? Ripple is solving major problems in the cross-border payment scene. That's why I do believe that it is probably one of the most incredible apps that Finastra has ever seen, come to this space, especially in terms of the fintech area. And of course, you could pretty much see, all the things behind this, serving institutions of all sizes across 130 plus countries, #1 open platform in financial services. Like, Finastra is such a huge key part for Ripple's success as well. I don't think people really see the true scale behind Finastra. I think that, even yesterday when I was talking about Volante Pay, or not Volante Pay, but just Volante with Volpay and stuff like that, I don't think people realize the scale of some of these companies. Like, these are the companies that you want to watch for. Because even I really wish I could show you all their partners. I know that there was, they have a ton of solutions and stuff, but I know that there was a point where I could pretty much see all the partners. I had it open the one day, but you could see some of them here. In terms of, the scale of these overall clients, right? Finastra, we even talk about Volante. It's not the company itself that provides the value. It's the clients in these major companies. Like, for example, Volante has partnerships with MasterCard. Finastra has partnerships with Visa. Like, they're even telling you guys that here down on the bottom. They were talking about, when we're talking huge numbers for, Finastra, or actually I think that this was Vista actually. I was thinking maybe Visa for, I want to say Volante, but either way, when we're talking about all of these major partners that Finastra has, these are transacting billions of dollars on a day-to-day basis. And when we're talking about cross-border payments, we know that Ripple is taking the forefront on this. We know that Ripple sees, 2022 being, extremely disruptive for the scene, because when we're even talking about CBDCs, tokenization, digitization of a lot of these markets, it's going to unlock massive amounts of value. And that's what I'm really kind of looking forward to seeing, is just, how big crypto could get in 2022. That's why I'm focused on the overall vision here. I'm not really kind of focused on this recent drop. I looked at this recent drop as a major buying opportunity. We were extremely oversold. I told you guys that multiple days, where the RSI was extremely oversold. So overall, and I do apologize if you guys hear my cat in the background, he's having a hairball, but nonetheless, when we're talking about some of these projects, they are being adopted at massive scale. And when we're talking about RSI being extremely oversold just because of Bitcoin, do not lose the idea that these assets have extreme amounts of value behind them that are still hyper suppressed and hidden behind corruption like the SEC lawsuit. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are. And it's beautiful. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.